joined by Tom Brooks, Professor of Law and Government at Durham Law School in the UK. Hello, thank you very much indeed for your time. Now, Donald Trump has already shared his views on May, those vying to succeed the Prime Minister, Nigel Farage, Brexit, etc. What is he hoping to get out of this visit?
I think the main thing that Donald Trump wants to get out of this visit is a series of photos of him and his family surrounded by Britain's royal family. He is starting his re-election campaign to be re-elected president, and he is playing 100% to the home crowd. Americans, despite a country that, of course, does not have any monarchy, does have a kind of fascination with the British royal family, and this will go down very well with his core supporters and also those who are not Trump supporters. It will only do him good.
Now, when he meets Theresa May tomorrow, we expect them to talk about such things as Huawei. Is it fair to say that he'll be in a position of strength? He'll have the upper hand because he knows that the UK needs friends post-Brexit?
Oh, he's most definitely in a much stronger position than Britain's Prime Minister. Theresa May has announced that she will resign at the end of this week. Launching officially the move to replace her. Already people have been putting their names forward to succeed her. She's been desperate for friends. Of course, Theresa May was the first foreign leader to go to the White House when Trump had that shock victory in order to woo him to Britain with the offer of a state visit. And widely is seen as an effort to kind of help spur on a better post-Brexit trade deal with America, something that's been seen by many of Britain's Brexiteers as crucial if Brexit's going to be a success. But all this seems to be really blowing up in her face as she's about to step down from office. He is not having a private meeting with the Prime Minister. After all, it was reported that he might, but he's not going to be. He's going to be seeing her in public with others. And it seems that her hope of using the occasion to get a better trade deal or to help things on Brexit is not going to get very far at all. He's been very critical of how she's handled Brexit, very supportive of those who take a more hardline approach, and isn't going to be, it seems, offering anything of substance and helping her get any type of assurances around a trade deal right when she needs it. Well, it's too late.
So is that why they've rolled out the red carpet then? Because the UK doesn't always do this for US leaders. In fact, it's only the third state visit by a US president. So it's about securing a better deal for the UK then on trade, even though much of the British public apparently doesn't approve of Trump's policies.
Absolutely right. So much of the country does not approve of his policies. He is a deeply unpopular figure across the country. I expect we will see a record turnout for protests tomorrow. But yes, the red carpet rolled out from immediately. Other presidents who have had a state visit in the past, these have been not given to them in the first year or even often the first term of the presidency. Often it's been kind of later. But now with Trump, he was given it within months of taking the White House, before he had even assembled his full team, surely to get a better type of Brexit deal. And I think that there will still be every effort made to make that happen, however fruitless it probably will be.
Now, as I mentioned before, Trump has made his views pretty clear in the lead up to this visit on who are his favourite, let's say, UK politicians. Why would it be in his interest for Boris Johnson to replace Theresa May?
Well, I think that part of the reason that he might prefer Boris Johnson is that Boris did something that Donald did. They were both born in the same city, the city of New York. Trump is a New Yorker through and through, and Boris was born there and spent his first years there. Indeed, until recently, Boris Johnson held dual American and British citizenship. When he was previously thinking about being leader of the Conservative Party, that was when he applied to end his American citizenship, so he would only have his British passport. So I think he knows that Boris has got something the others don't have, is that American touch. He's been an American citizen for a long time. Also, I think they have a very similar type of style of speaking very, we'll say, loosely, I think is a generous way of putting it. They have a similar type of a populist appeal with, I think, a fairly similar demographic, even if they come about it from different angles. Of course, Trump very much anti-immigration, whereas Boris, as mayor of London, was and remains very pro-immigration. There are, of course, differences. But I think one of the main things I think Trump likes to do is I think he likes most to be talked about. And I think he found out last time he had a brief visit in Britain and making a note that Boris would make a fine new leader of the of the Tory party, that this would go to play big in Britain. Everyone would be talking about it. And Trump, if he likes anything, he likes it when we're talking about him. And they'll be doing lots of that over the next few days.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much indeed for your time and your analysis. Tom Brooks from the Durham University in the UK.
Pleasure.